What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Thursday Night Rave. Here we go again. Hope everybody's doing well. Today, we're going to be working with Techno by Baby Audio. I think I'm for sure. I got to be clipping at this point, right? We're going to have a lot of fun. I pulled out the Poly N Play Plus. I love the Poly N Play Plus. It's just been a while since I've used it, so I'm still getting acquainted with it. I'm getting reacquainted with it, I guess you could say. But nonetheless, everything we're here today is coming from the Techno drum synthesizer. So we're going to have a lot of fun. How are you all doing this evening? Are you all ready for the rave? I wasn't sure. I guess I didn't say that it was going to be a rave in advance. But nonetheless, here we are. I hope you're all doing well. My name is TAETRO. Thank you for joining us here this evening for a Thursday evening Beattober stream. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. We are raising money for a really great cause all month long, the Music and Youth Initiative. Now, my friends who usually see the donate button on the stream, did I put the donate button on the stream this time? I have to manually do it for every video. I hope that we do. But it's been a crazy, busy month, and we're only 9 days in, almost 10 days in. I hope you are all doing well, taking on this Beattober challenge. We've made it through the first week. We are getting into the second week, second of 4 weeks. We can do this for us. Not for me, for us. We can do this. For you is what I mean to say. This challenge, you can make it through. But like I said, we are raising money for a really great cause all month long, the Music and Youth Initiative. Basically, we're helping bring music technology to the kids. That's what Beattober is all about. Making sure that they have places that they can go and learn music production, get their hands on the real gear, learn how to make their own music, record their own songs, make their own beats, meet other kids their age and make music with them, even play in bands and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. But thank you all for being here. If you have $2, $5, $10 to donate, Beattober for the kids, that's what we're doing. But how are you all? Awkwardly Gothy says, hanging in there, not a song every day, but doing what I can. That's okay. Don't pressure yourself too hard. Dungeon Master raises a good question. Are we eating anything weird for money this year? Well, usually our compadre Daltrick is always down for that, so we might be making that happen again. Barista Beats says, would be a fun idea to share Beattober blunders, especially as we get further into the month. Funny false starts, tech not working, WTF moments. I'm sure we're all having those moments as the days go by. I certainly am. You know how it goes. They're frustrating in the moment, but funny to look back on. And the great thing about that is I'm recording everything that I do on camera, and all my blunders are just captured on camera. Dungeon Master says, I've been curious about this plugin for a bit. We're gonna have fun with the Techno plugin. I designed a couple presets for it, and there's lots of good sounding presets for it. But I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna design some sounds with it tonight, and then I want to drop those sounds as just samples that people can download. We'll do a little bit of a sample challenge. I might not be able to do all that tonight, but we'll make the drums tonight nonetheless. There'll be more prizes from Baby Audio to give. Tammy kicks us off with the first donation of the evening, $10 for the kids. Thank you so much, Tammy. Happy to have you. I know you were having a tough week last week, but I hope this week is getting better. T. Peter says, started learning music theory more seriously this week. Gonna try to use the knowledge in my beats. I love to hear that. Even just a basic foundation of music theory can definitely transform how you make music. October Keys says, howdy from Texas. Howdy, y'all. Thanks for being here. Connor Moore says, love a sample challenge. Yes, I love to hear it. Static XXL says, my views have been exploding thanks to this challenge. I think there's just so many parts of Beattober The initial idea was, let's just have a community thing where we all make beats every day. Then there's the charity aspect. There's a personal growth aspect. Accent Noir says, wait, we get views? Well, hopefully, I think it's, at the very least, everybody's more connected, right? Everybody's checking out the other producers that are doing Beattober. And, you know, some people may dog on that, be like, oh, you're just making music so that other producers can see it. Who cares, bro? We're a great community. It's not like we're, I don't know about you all, but I'm not trying to write the next smash hit record. I'm trying to just enjoy my time making music and use it as a creative outlet. But to each their own. Everybody has their own goals. That's fine. But I think, for sure, a positive part about Beattober is that we can all connect with each other. I don't know how many of y'all have friends that make music and do electronic music and all that stuff, but I don't really have any friends that do that stuff. So connecting with other people out there that are into this stuff is really fun. I mean, like locally, especially. I mean, Daltrick comes around, we nerd out. I have a couple other folks I nerd out with gear about, but it's not the everyday people in your life usually. October Key says, I just watched your Beattober reflections from last year and was really interested by your quote, work expands to fill the time it is given. Yeah, that's not my quote. This is definitely somebody else way smarter than me's quote. But keep that in mind as you are working every day, trying to push yourself to do this challenge. If you don't give yourself a cap on how much time you can actually spend doing this, well, then it just inflates the thing that you're trying to do. And you might not have time to, for instance, with Awkwardly Gothy, who said can't make a song every day, you might not have time to make a song every day. You might have time to write a verse. You might have time to write an intro instrumental, but you might not necessarily have the time to write a full song. So give yourself that amount of time and figure out what's possible in that amount of time. Ayote Music hitting us with a $5 dono for the kids. Thank you so much, Ayote. If any of y'all are going to the cafe, if you get coffee out, if you don't make coffee at home or whatever, if you skip that one this week, you can donate a little to the kids. That's how I see it, at least. And on that note, I wanted to show you all something because it's kind of loosey-goosey and hard to understand like what we're actually raising money for. But I made this video when I visited one of the sites. Now, it's very tricky to capture these sites because I don't want to go there and film when there's kids there, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, I went to visit this very particular clubhouse when it was unoccupied. And I want to give you all a little taste about what Music and Youth does and what the kind of places they set up. So check out the video. Let me know what you think.
Make a podcast. That's something they've got going on here in this mall. Let's go check it out.
So this particular music clubhouse is in a mall, which is unusual. Sometimes it's in a boys and girls club, etc. This one is in a mall. Awkwardly Gothy and Ayote Music.
Hey, I'm Javier, Regional Director of Music Programs, and this is the Saugus Music Clubhouse.
Thank you for the donation.
First thing we have here is the VR piano lesson station, so participants here could just learn how to play the piano, but all through the Oculus Meta Quest. And it's self-guided, it's sort of like reverse Guitar Hero, you know, the notes come into your fingers rather than out of them. And it's really fun, really easy, and really accessible.
This is pretty dope. Oh. Dungeon Master, thank you for the 20, by the way. The anonymous donations don't come through where I can shout them out on screen. But I just want to roll that back here real quick because I think that's really cool. It's like VR piano lessons. The thing about teaching music in these non-traditional settings is you got to make it fun, because if kids have a choice of like where they can go, when they can go, they're not going to sit down and like have that traditional piano lesson getting their hands slapped by a ruler if they don't sit up straight. You know what I mean? So really innovative things like this are happening in the music clubhouses, which is really, really cool. Barista Beats, thank you for the $20 dono for the kids.
We have all these production stations using Logic Remote on the iPads with native instrument keyboards, Audio-Technica headphones, and IK multimedia speakers, in which they could just make beats, edit vocals, and just mix any track, and just anything they could imagine. We could produce video, audio, any sort of content they could possibly care about. Our biggest fit.
Those workstations, they're running Logic, they got the iPads. This is just like if you're a kid in a candy store, but the candy store is the
Audio Technica
is the
headphones,
music space.
and
I think it's kind of crazy.
in which they could just
Kind of crazy, right?
edit vocals. Just
Tammy says, I wish there'd be places like this when I was young. Agreed. Hard agree.
any sort of content they could
LJ Dell says, can I be a kid again so I can go there? Exactly.
The whisper room, so it's recording booth.
Whisper room, recording booth.
There we have a nice condenser microphone. We have this control setup, so it's essentially the same as the outside stations with just a little bit more equipment, so more channel controls. It's all routed into the booth, and you could just record professional quality tracks in here. Podcast station. Here we have stands for 2 cameras.
This is a big one. If you have young people in your life and they're super into like audio, or they want to get into music production, whatever, a great entry point is podcast production, because you take away kind of the music part where they have to worry about like understanding how to make music and things like that, and you can get them to just focus on the production side where they have to record audio, they trim audio, they cut things together. That's really cool, and that's been growing in popularity at these clubhouses. It's a great entry point for learning just basic audio engineering and production kind of thing.
Which we later edit in Final Cut, and just like 4 SM7Bs, which are in.
But what I want you to notice is what Music and Youth Initiative does, what I think is really important in what they do, is that they don't just go get the cheapest stuff that's going to like break in a year, or that is going to be irrelevant if you went to work in like a real recording studio or a real music environment. These are SM7Bs, same mic that I'm using right now. Their philosophy is you get the actual gear, within reason. It's not Abbey Road Studios, but you get the actual gear that a young person might encounter if they went and got an internship in a studio, or if they actually want to start producing on their own, the top quality stuff. That way they get actual experience with that. And that leads them down the path of like professional development, like, oh, do I actually want to be in this industry, that kind of thing.
Podcast and a Rodecaster Pro with like motorized faders, sound effects, and everything. And this is just for participants to come in, script the podcast, and record whatever you want, and then we'll just show them how to edit it and publish it after. Yeah, this is Sauer's Music Clubhouse.
So I just wanted to show that is one of many music clubhouses, and they all look kind of different. Some of them have like larger setups. The clubhouse that I used to work at had an actual recording booth, like multiple stations in the recording booth. We had an ensemble room. We had little smaller studios as well. But that's what we're raising money for this whole month, is for the Music and Youth Initiative, for the kids, trying to make sure that they can get access to this stuff. Because as you can tell, running a place like this, finding the right staff to teach these things, getting the equipment, obviously maintaining the spaces, it ain't a cheap operation. But for the kids, they walk in for free, and they get to experience that. So if you want to donate to that, I think it's a very noble cause, and we'll be raising money for it all month long. And since you all sat and listened to me yap about a great cause, can we really call it yapping if it's about a great cause? Let's do a giveaway, because it of course is about raising money for the kids, but it's also about giving back to this community so that I can convince all the people who sponsor my content year round to give you all stuff for free instead of just giving me stuff for free. So what do you say we give away something from our good friends at Baby Audio? Let's go ahead and give away the Humanoid plugin. This is an amazing vocal plugin. Not quite a vocoder. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but I've made lots of stuff with it. You run your voice through it. You can essentially turn your voice into a synth almost, which kind of sounds vocodery, but it's not quite vocodery. It's really cool. Transform your voice. You can kind of blend your natural voice along with the synthesized sound, and it comes up. It's a pretty cool effect. So since this is a Baby Audio stream, please go ahead and spam your baby-related emojis, and I will put a 1-minute timer on the clock, and we'll give away Humanoid by Baby Audio. Spam your baby related emojis. Get ready, because here we go. Don't stop spamming, because spamming in the chat is how Nightbot knows you are eligible for the giveaway. So keep on going, keep on spamming. And thank you all for tuning in. If you didn't catch on, it's a special month around here, so we're going to be streaming twice per week. We're going to be streaming Thursday evenings, my time, Sunday mornings as well. So we will be live again on Sunday morning. So if you're catching this later, but you'd rather watch live, next time to tune in live is Sunday morning. That's U.S. Central Time Sunday morning. And I usually put the streams up 24 hours in advance, and I announce them in our Discord server, which is open to all this month. beattorpo.com for more info. All right, the timer is up. Now, when you get chosen to be a winner, you have exactly 30 seconds to type in chat and say, "Hi, I'm here," and then also to give me your Instagram handle so that we can get in touch. Okay, I'm choosing the winner in 3, 2, 1. Winner is chosen. Sangha Tsunami, are you here? Say hello to me in chat. I see your baby related emoji. We love to see that. Should we get a little rave going for this? Where's Sangha Tsunami? Sangha Tsunami, what is your Instagram handle? You gotta let us know. All right, Sangha Tsunami. All you got to do now, go on Instagram. I see your Instagram handle. Shoot me a DM and say, Humanoid, I won Humanoid by Baby Audio in your DM. I'm a verified account, TAETRO. On Instagram. The reason we do that is because I'm verified. You don't have to worry about if you're getting scammed. You tell me your handle. That way I can know if you're an imposter or not. So yeah, go ahead and send me a message. Find me on Instagram, TAETRO. Say, I won Humanoid. All right, y'all. Later in the stream, Baby Audio was super generous, so we're going to have 2 more giveaways. We'll do one towards the middle of the stream. We'll do one at the end of the stream. And as usual with all Beattober streams, I will be watching your Beattober videos at the end. But let's make some music first. Let's make some drums specifically. So what are we looking at here? This is TEKNO by Baby Audio, drum synthesizer. So it's not quite a drum machine, but when we pair it with a sequencer, we can certainly get a groove going. So take a look at here. There's tons of presets, and if we scroll down a bit, we can find one by our good friend, you know him, you love him, TAETRO. And this one I wanted to do kind of like a liquidy kind of vibe, which I have all my tracks. Kind of muted, but I wanted these kind of lasery short sounds. And the whole idea behind TEKNO that Baby Audio wanted to do, they wanted to create a drum machine that basically was modeled after and sounds analog. And I think they've done a fairly good job. I don't think you can ever quite replicate the real analog sound, of course. People work really hard on real machines to make that happen. But I do think it's got quite a warm sound, and one feature that it has is this human feature, which will essentially make it so that, here, let me trigger a sound. Hear that cowbell pitch? I'm not doing anything to make the pitch different, but now that I've cranked the human meter, we get that pitch variation. So if you dial in human, you get subtle variations throughout your sequence, which I think is really nice. So you all know I like these little clicky sounds for sure. By the way, I'm using Polyend Play today because we're actually giving away a Polyend Play as a Beattober milestone reward. Beattober.com if you need info on how to win prizes. So that humanoid, I mean not humanoid, that human setting is giving us a little kind of melody situation on the conga. Wislow says you wish it had overdrive on the master. Well, we do have clip here, so should we push it into the clipping? I mean, that's certainly worth something. If we bring clip down, how's that? And then there's also a limiter, so I mean, how is that sound? That is thick and chunky, and I'm seeing a little red going out to the stream, so hopefully it's not too bad. So each one of these drums here, oh gosh, let's take a break from that sequence for a minute. I do like pairing it with the Polyend Play though. I was debating whether or not to use the Polyend Play or the Oxy, but I went for the Polyend Play, which I can talk about why later. Baby audio product lineup on the mind. Indeed. Yes. Humanoid, human feature, who knows? LSD says, has anyone felt the urge to make spookier beats to stay on theme? So minor piano melodies and theremins have been up in my head all day. I think that's an inevitable part of Beattober, is making spookier kind of vibe beats. I definitely feel that urge. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. All right, so each one of these drums, by the way, and I'm not even using all of them. So this is kick B that I have here that's pitched. Each one of these drums has its own effects. Saturator on the kicks. It will be different depending on which kind of drum you're using or you're on. So let's dial in. I don't think we need any sub from that. A little bit more exciter. Tilt. It's like a filter tilt. But also, it looks very basic from here, but what I found as I was trying to design some of these sounds, if you notice there's a little cog icon next to synthesize and next to effects. And this is on each individual drum. So you have some deeper sound design capabilities. Transient shaper. And there is a little ducker here, which you can duck anything from any of the internal sources, which is cool. So I don't think I would want to duck this necessarily from the kick, but if we wanted certain things to choke off one another. It's actually a fun sound design technique. So what if that gets choked by conga H? That might have an interesting effect. Or it might not. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. So we get those occasional hits that have that slow attack sound. By the way, Nightbot just dropped a link in chat to a free sample pack if you all need some sounds to get inspired during Beattober. All right, so questions, thoughts, comments, concerns. This is with, we've altered the preset at this point, but I also have the timing. I have my clock. Well, how do I say this? The Polyam Play Plus is in control of Ableton's clock. So let's record a drum loop really quick. All right, whew. All right, that was a lot of fun. So I just recorded in that pattern into live here. So maybe we could layer it with something else. Lasers indeed. I gotta play my other preset kit that I made because it's a little harder. It's a little harder hitting. Hell no, Mets is liking the UI. Me too. You know what? It really makes me wish. Makes me wish there was some kind of a hardware device with these kind of hexagonal triggers, almost like some kind of Buchla thing or something. There's a loop in there. Yes, indeed. I like how the ducking icon is an actual duck. Exactly. That's like a CR78 kind of vibe. I find myself really, really obsessed with the CR78 sounds. I really like thinking about those short but tonal kind of drum sounds. Let me try to grab something else here. Dum, 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 dum. Ah, not that. I apologize. I wanted to bring up Atoms by Baby Audio, so that we can record some potential pads or something. Back to the spooky idea. find some keys. Let's find some keys. Ooh. Now something with a softer attack, some kind of pad. Oh, October Keys. Can you tell me in chat, did you end up getting pure lo-fi instead of fragments? That might have been a miscommunication between me and the Arturia folks. So I got to take care of that. Unless you'd rather keep the pure lo-fi. But I got to hear, TI80 Mark, you're in the chat, right? Did you end up getting pure lo-fi? Might have just been an overall miscommunication. Apologies for that. Here, let's bring this down. Something dark like this? Or something more major like that? I need something. I need to come up with a good chord progression here. I got launch key over here, poly and play plus, too much on the screen. I know, chat. Don't give me a hard time. Give me a key, chat. Like I'm stumped here. I've been working on music and videos all day. My creativity is spent. Up higher, right? A minor. I saw it first from Accent Noir. I need something that sounds less pretty, I guess. Maybe we should do a bass line instead of chords. Maybe I should break my habit of just going straight to chords, and maybe we should make a bass line instead. This is the problem. I gave myself a limitation without even thinking about it. I was like, make chords, but I don't need to make chords. What is this? What do you think? Alright, we'll quantize that for sure, for sure. What is this weirdness? Yeah, a little less weird, but still cool. Hold on. A wild doll trick appeared. Daltrick, share your advice with the folks in the chat, because you're like pumping out original music every day, it seems. Making me stressed. All right, here, let's shorten the drum loop and we can start to layer it a little more deliberately. 4 bars for now. We'll take control with the sequencer. I'm a little all over the place tonight, y'all. Are you feeling that, or is it just me? All right, so we just transformed that that hi-hat sound. Maybe we sidechain it. Oh gosh, oh no. Something with the MIDI was not happy about what I just did. I definitely overextended myself being like, yeah, we'll just break out the sequencer and we'll do fine, but it's fun. This is a serious announcement. Anybody who sends any messages in Discord, on YouTube, or anywhere else, we are now on day 9 of Beattober with peace and love. With peace and love. No more asking me if something counts, if you're disqualified, if you can still win. With peace and love. With peace and love. Just do what you're supposed to do. Or just do whatever you want to do and don't worry about it, most importantly. With peace and love, that was a serious message. Thank you. Oh, it's Michael. Lock-in. I do need a lock-in. Usually I'm making the chill lo-fi. That's a nice Thursday evening vibe, but today, here we are doing this. How am I supposed to... How do you do full tracks at Daltrick, making the rest of us look like slackers? Indeed, and I won't stand for it. Can this be the new donation techno beat? Somehow, the problem with the donation techno beat, which I forgot about, is it's in the mixer. I hope that's not too loud. That's probably too loud. I hope it stops soon. I pushed the button so it would stop. Is it stopping? It's not stopping. Okay, it's stopping now. I apologize. But this is better, I think. All right, here's what I do want to add now. Handy dandy Transit 2. Instantly good. Oh no, we can't be doing that while we're running MIDI in. Oh golly. Oh golly. It's a Thursday evening stream, folks. Let's map that to a knob. Boom, boom, boom. Transit it up. Oof. Oh. Oof. Okay, so that's a lot of fun. Let me talk a little bit about the drawbacks or the pros and cons of this sequencer situation. If those of you don't know much about the Poly-N Play. The way this sequencer works, I think people would expect a sequencer to work where every row is a MIDI channel or is a particular sound. And it can be set up that way. So for instance, I've muted all the other rows of the sequencer and I'm just going to play row 1. So we're hearing just the kick and the drums, and I can program more kicks there. Right? But I can also put other drums there. The reason being is because the way the Poly-N Play actually works is that any sound can live on any lane and any step. Every step is like its own unique thing. So if I hold down this step right here and I look at note, it's C2. If I copy it over, I'm copying another C2. But if I change the note, suddenly that's a different drum. Ta-da! So that has pros and cons. When I was thinking about using the Oxy 1 for this stream, in particular in working with Techno, the thing about that sequencer is it works in that traditional way where each lane of the sequencer is essentially its own note or its own channel. Now, I haven't dug deep with the Oxy 1, so I don't know if it always works like that or if you can do different modes, but I'm not sure. Nonetheless, just like the Poly-N Play, the Oxy 1 has 8 lanes of sequencer. But in Techno, let's bring up Techno again. How many drums do we have here? Quick math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? Did I count that right? We have 18 drums. So if I want to, in reality, be able to sequence all 18 drums and stay on one sequencer page, the Poly-N Play is kind of a good candidate for that. It just becomes a little more cumbersome because you have to make sure you're placing the exact sound you want to be placing. And I don't necessarily have it memorized which drum sound is on which note. So for instance, what's A3? That's out of range, I think. Peace and love, peace and love. Oh, that track is muted. That's why I'm not hearing anything. That bass line catching up with the clock every time we hit play is pretty funny. And I also like just being to add a chance to every single step. Just super easy. Quickly mute a lane. Boom. Right. All right, how are we feeling, chat? Questions, thoughts, concerns, haikus about Tekno? Actually, let me show you this one cool thing before we stop and chat. So I got my Tekno open here. As you design these sounds, well, hopefully you've been noticing that the graphic for the actual sound changes based on what you're doing to it. Harder attack, softer attack, tame, untame, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool graphically. You'll also notice that there are randomization options. You can randomize an entire kit or you can randomize individual steps. You can also click and drag a one-shot out into your DAW. So if you want to sequence it somewhere else, if you just want to do the sound design in Tekno, then you can do that very, very easily and just click and drag samples out, which I think is really cool. I actually really like kind of what we did with this kit. Fragile mess. User confirm. I'm saving that for now because I want to find my other preset, which there's plenty of other great presets in here as well. This one's called Wrecker. Okay. Daltrix says sounds slightly modular. I think I agree. I think it does come down to the humanoid thing, and I think it also comes down to the really techie kind of clicky, frenetic, well, electric, literally electric kind of sounds, I think. Prefer this one, Accent Noir? Yeah. I wanted to make two contrasting kits. One that was like hard hitting and one that was a little more liquidy kind of thing, that sort of thing. Owen Odyssey says, if you were to pair this plugin with the Launch Control XL, could you control the whole plugin as a drum machine? Well, you could, with the Launch Control XL, you could do actually a very similar setup to what we did with the Launch Control XL stream. Hey, I missed a dono. Tom Bosher, thank you for the $12 dono. What did we hit? What milestone did we hit? Was that 500? Let me know. Thank you everybody for your so generous donations for the kids. It's for the kids. But back to that question, if you were to pair this plugin with Launch Control XL, could you control a plugin? The only thing you wouldn't have control over is no input, but you could definitely assign. You have pages on the Launch Control XL, but you would have to be deliberate about how you wanted to map it specifically, because you have a lot to control. And there's a lot of great presets, a lot of great sound designers here, far better sound designers than me, creating sounds for Tekno. We do have a full mixer, so that would make it fun and easy for mapping to a controller. And you have control over the calibration of each of those master effects we talked about before. So obviously we have the clipper, but we got the limiter, which you can dial in, the reverb, which you can also dial in. Let's make it a little bigger on this one, a little higher decay, low cut. Let's bring up the highs. Let's get more highs. I mean, I've cranked the clipper, but I still think it sounds good. Get that transit up in there. Whew, all right. It feels like you have to consume, you can only consume so much of that at one time. I don't know what it is. I'm just too used to making like chill lo-fi music or ambient sounds, and then as soon as I hit these techno grooves, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta take breaks. When you listen to just like long tones of like perfect fifths all day, you feel like you can just listen to that all day. Am I right? Y'all want to do another giveaway? A midstream giveaway? Because I know some people just tuned in for the evening, came in right on time, and we did. What's our donations at, by the way? Where are we at for donations here on YouTube? By the way, if the donate button is not available to you here on YouTube, we do have a PayPal link as well. If you go to if you go to beattober.com, there is a donation page that you can find the PayPal link at. That is for people that cannot contribute to a YouTube fundraiser because it may not be available in your region. If that's not available in your region, there's other ways. You can become a channel member. That is one way to contribute, because I'm donating all my channel membership revenue for the month. You can also pick up some merch. This really awesome merch by Tabe Comics, the Mad Scientist. We got a couple Mad Scientists this year. We also have a Ghost design as well, which is really, really cool. Holy smokes, a couple of donos coming in. First of all, thank you so much to Reset Ryan for hitting us with the 50 Canadian. I heard those Canadian dollars are worth possibly more than the US dollars. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is. I'm not sure how that works, but let's get some techno for that. That's it. And Robot.exe $5 dono. That's true. This does work really well as donation music, Daltrick. You're right about that. You were definitely right about that. For the kids, indeed. 555? That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, let's keep going. I need to... Whoa, and we had another dono come in. The Liquid Canvas with $5. Let's go for the kids. Whew. Okay. I guess you guys don't want to do a giveaway because you keep interrupting me with donations. It's just quite rude. All right. Well, I guess since I have been jamming with Transit 2, which is a really fantastic plugin. It's one of my most used plugins. It's originally designed for transitions, but it's really useful for sound design stuff. Here, let me bring this down. Let's do a giveaway of Transit 2. All right, here, let me see. I X'd out of all my giveaway stuff, so I gotta load it up again. So I can choose a random person from the chat. Giveaway, active chatters. Next. Boom. All right. 1 minute timer. There's no way to have all this on screen, but here we go. 1 minute on the clock, folks. Well, actually, it's 59 seconds. Please spam your baby-related emojis with peace and love. Baby-related emojis with peace and love. You have 60 seconds to spam the chat and get chosen to win Transit 2, which Transit 1 existed and then Transit 2 came along. I would say it pushed even further into the space of like not just being transitions, but for being a full-on sound design tool. I still quite enjoy using it for transitions, but you can also use it for I created sort of like a hologram microcosm pedal-esque kind of preset with it. We did that on a stream a while ago. My favorite preset for transitions, though, is bokeh. Just fades everything out. Here, let me bring the drums back up. Just like washes everything out in a really beautiful way. I love just throwing this on. And if you are going to be finishing a track and you want to add that little extra sauce, grab Transit 2, put it on the transitions between sections in your track. And I think it's a really, really fantastic plugin because it makes that whole process much easier rather than you having to do a bunch of macro mapping. It's a lot of great sounds in there. All right, shall we choose a winner? For Transit, spamming to the beat. Here we go. If you win, you must type in chat immediately with your Instagram handle. Then you must go to Instagram and send me a message that says, hey, I won Transit 2. Okay? We're choosing a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dustin McAdams. Dustin McAdams. Let's go. All right, Dustin, you are kind of a OG. So I feel like I don't gotta wait around for you to confirm. I feel like you know the drill, and I will recognize your handle. Once again, I got to thank Baby Audio for sponsoring our Beattober festivities. So I got TEKNO. We have a TEKNO license to give away at the end of today's stream. So that's something to look out for. Okay, with the spam, who's still spamming baby-related emojis? That's how I know if somebody's watching this stream late. Barista Beats, who will see this message 3 minutes after I say it. It's because people pause the stream or they get up and they rewind. This is how you know, because every time we do a giveaway, there's always one person who ends up spamming the chat. But yeah, Dustin, if you didn't hear me earlier, just make sure you shoot me a DM on Instagram and remind me that you won Transit 2 by Baby Audio. Oh, the commercials throw you off. They're playing commercials. I tried to set it to the setting where it doesn't show a lot of commercials, but sometimes they just do it on their own. I don't know. No one in the chat with that handle. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro. I got it covered. I know what I'm doing. Take a peaceful break for a moment. Let's transition to reviewing your Beattober beats. I'm going over to Discord. I'm excited to see. Oh, I was excited to see. Somebody's typing, do not press enter. I haven't said go yet. I see you in there. Oh, look at everybody. Look at you all. You think I don't know what you're doing? I haven't given the go ahead yet. And you all think you're just getting, oh! Just loading up your beat in the chamber, seeing who can hit enter first. Is that it? I'm watching you all. Who's going to be? Who can hit enter fastest? Oh! Even Dustin hit enter fast. Wow. Oh snap. Nimble, what happened? You were ready to go, I thought. I thought you were going to be the first one. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I'm happy that we broke 500. Are we at 555? Is that what I heard? Who can bring us to 560? Who can get us? Can we get to 600 by the end of the night? That would be kind of dope. All right, so this is the part of the stream where we're going to review, or not review, we're going to listen to and cheer on our fellow Beattober beat makers. Starting with our good friend Dustin right here. At the end of the stream, we will be doing another giveaway. So that is your encouragement to stick around and watch throughout, because we're going to give away a copy of Techno. Barista Beats just realized my stream paused. Crap. Yeah, that's funny. It's okay. It's okay. 546 after currency conversion. Who's going to round us up to the 550? It's just $4. That's like less than a Starbucks coffee. Am I right? Now, I do see that Dustin posted first, but we have a celebrity in chat. 10,000 subscribers. Should be 100,000. Whoa, a $50 donation. $50 from Anonymous. Hold that, please, Daltrick. We got a $50 Anonymous donation. And I have transit turned up so the kick didn't come in. No, I have the kick track muted. Try that again. $50 donation. Let's go. Unfortunately, that does not round us up to an even 600. So I don't know if anybody has the $4 to round us up. Now, if I have one recommendation, I've been thinking this for all 9 days of Beattober. Daltrick, can't we just put something on this screen? Cool, like fire vibes, like campfire, or some cool psychedelic visuals. That's what I'm yearning for. Or even crazier, if you had a second camera focused on the push, you could run the HDMI out from that camera and display it on the TV. Anybody need an ideas man? Because that's me. Hey Yodi, thank you so much for putting us over the edge with the $4 dono. Much appreciated. Ah, I see. Just so you all notice, this is a 3-minute song. And if I go to Daltrick's channel, you will see, if I go to the beginning of Beattober, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are not just 1 minute beat ideas. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for 9. Full length tunes. And some of y'all are whining about not being able to make a 4-bar beat. That's what I'm hearing. Does this count? Does anybody... Daltrick, you want to ask? Does this count? Does it count if I write a full song 3 minutes long and perform it on push and sing at the same time? Does this count? Okay, sorry. Thank you, Daltrick. We'll have Daltrick in the studio later in the month, so get excited for that. She'll be here live in the studio to give you a roasting session. Maybe we could make that a segment, a Daltrick roasting session. A small prof. A small prof could make an appearance, perhaps. Let's keep it rolling. We got a lot of great beat makers in this community, a lot of great music makers. So if you vibe with someone's tunes, head to their page, give them a like, give them some encouragement in the comments. Follow their page. It's a really great community. And let me know how the levels are. Dustin, have you shared? I know you're always rocking this custom template. Have you shared that around? Nicely done. Thanks, Dustin. Next, we have our resident awkwardly gothy.
You say I stray. Your book of truth just fades away. You build your walls from ash and bone. I build my faith when I'm alone. You draw your lines in salted sand, but I still dance where I can stand. Bury me, I'm tired of living. Silence feels more forgiving. Lay me down where secrets grow. Real ones don't need to boast to know.
Nice. So I gotta know, AOD, is like this is a different project? This is like a different identity? I think that's a smart thing. So like kind of the makeup kind of costumey kind of thing is a different artist profile, is what I'm gathering from that. Yo, Y Thumb, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. All channel membership revenue is going to the Music and Youth Initiative this month. So if you want to become a member, get access to the exclusive content there, and then also be contributing to our good cause. Yes, it's my goth channel. I want to have a goth channel. All right, Owen, what are we cooking up here? I love this.
I don't know about you all, but I'm trying to write the next smash hit record. I'm trying to
Wait, I said that.
my time making music and use it as a creative outlet.
I said that now, right? Am I crazy? I said that during this stream, I thought. I'm disassociating right now. I think Move is just so great for ambient music. Nice. Well done. I wanted to focus more on that, but I was so thrown off by hearing my voice from a few minutes ago that I couldn't focus. I gotta remember to like these videos. Give them a thumbs up. All right, Luana, on the push. Oh. love the bass sound. Oh, this is like a 64 pad kind of push situation going on here. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, this is gonna end too soon. I love the drum rack performance. I wanted more of that. Gosh, really great. I hope you can make more of this stuff. I really love that. Great performance. Because you put a lot of thought into that setup. And if you could build a whole set around that, because then you could just switch to another drum rack on the push. Great stuff. We got to keep going. I just get a little overstimulated during these streams, I feel. Or tonight in particular, I feel particularly overstimulated. From the techno to the good music. It's all going crazy. I can't keep up with the chat at the same time. But I did see that somebody became a guardian. Shout out. I don't know where that went in chat. Sorry. But thank you. I can't find it. Thank you to Robot for becoming a guardian. I saw it. Much appreciated. Our highest membership tier. Okay. Woo. White Whisker, that was awesome. And I love the movie Home Alone. Great movie. Adrenaline Rush incoming, exactly. Release Autumn Lo-Fi. Thank you, Stars. Is that one of my BandLab projects? I can't remember. That's definitely a working title for something. Stoked to be chilling with great like-minded creative peeps. Yeah, happy to have you here. Okay, let's keep it going. That's the one we just watched. Da-na-na-na. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. Interesting. October Keys. I feel like October Keys and Owen are kindred spirits. I feel like they would do a good collab. Don't forget, you can do a collab and you can win some cool prizes. Beattober.com, beattober.com, beattober.com. There's so many ways to win. Keep making beats because that's another way you can win. Oh, and I should have said this at the beginning of the stream. If you made a beat every single day for the first 7 days of Beattober, you are eligible to win a prize. You just have to go to beattober.com, go to the Ways to Win page, and then find the 7-day submission form. Find that form and fill it out. No, not whatever that was. Ooh, nice drums accent. I could hear some like epic heavy guitar chords with that. Very interesting visuals too. Mesmerizing. All right, here we go. Another Push performance. Push, very popular these days. Nice. Very upbeat. I love the squishy sound of the drums. The kind of bit crushing comes across as kind of squishy to me. Beattober. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Oh, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Oh no, we're just getting like a process. Or did it just end there? What are you doing to me, Krios? Okay. I thought we looped back around or something. I was so confused. Dun, 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 bum, bum. I love that. Very cool. I like the variety of these this season, Krios. Darren Hale. I don't know why I always feel like saying that name with a southern accent. was a fever dream, Darren Hale, to be honest. It was a fever dream. But yeah, Ableton Move Gang, lots of pushes tonight, lots of Move. Move has been out for just over a year. Happy birthday, Ableton Move. It's kind of crazy. Seems like it's been longer, to be honest. SM Darwin. Is it another move? What's happening? Oh. Da 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 da. But it only has 4 tracks, bro. It only has 4 tracks. You can't make a beat with that. Meanwhile, SM Darwin, great work. Let's get Nimble Miz. In Discord says, I had fun making this beat. I'd love some feedback. Give your feedback. Kindness, constructive. Thanks for hanging out, Daltrick. Yeah, great work, Nimble Miz. I know you just recently started making beats, just picked up Koala Sampler, which is pretty freaking awesome. The only piece of feedback I would give for this track is like it kind of lacked grounding. Like there was no kick drum really. There was bass, but there was no real kick pattern, no real there was backbeat, was sort of like the tabla conga kind of vibe, but I didn't feel grounded in any particular rhythm. So it ended up like all the different parts were doing their own thing, and I didn't feel like something needed to tie it all together, whether that was like a steady kick or a steady backbeat, something like that. That's the first thing that came to mind. But of course, beat making, music making is an artistic endeavor, and you got to make what you want to make, you know, and execute on your own vision. Folks, we got another Ableton Move beat. What is this Ableton Move propaganda? Oh, wow. I love these drums. Oh, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Thanks for hanging out, Ryan. Oh, that was so cool. Those drums were sounding fantastic. Very cool. LSD Niz says, can't find the Discord link for the life of me. Go to beattober.com. At the bottom of that page, it says, join the Discord. Beattober.com. It is linked in the description. Dream slide. Why don't you slide? Very nice. Oh, nice keys. Dagada, 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 dagada. Nice. Cool little logo too. That was very, very nice. End of summer, early autumn type vibe. Beta Run. Meanwhile, Beta Run with the saxophone. Nice. Love the delay on the sax. Cool. 2 cozy beats in a row. We love to hear that. Folks, I will remind you, we are raising money for a great cause all Beattober long. The Music and Youth Initiative helps connect kids to places where they can learn music production, learn about music technology, make their own music, meet other kids who want to do the same thing, and kind of get on a almost like a career trajectory if that's what they're looking for, where they can end up working in the music industry. It's really, really cool cause. Definitely recommend you check them out. We got a donate button below the stream. We also have a PayPal link at beattober.com if you want to donate to that great cause. It's for the kids. Skip your Starbucks coffee for 1 week, and your donations go a long way in helping the next generation of musicians get into music technology and music production. Wizlow. Wizlow got all the boxes. Wizlow got a mothership built over here. That. Wah, 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 wah. I really like the texture of the rim shot that you're sequencing. Nice. We're at that time of night where we gotta cap it at the minute, but those are some great sounds, some great textures. Wizlow, thanks for sharing that with us. Negatory, what do we got for you? Another kind of autumn haze sunset vibe. Okay, a little boom bap. Nice. It's a beat that sounds unsure. It's not necessarily sad or happy. It's kind of like still thinking about the year that has passed. Thank you, Negatory. Connor, what you got for us? Some tracker action and melodica? Oh. Wah wah. Connor, I wanted to ask if you got like a specific piece of outboard gear that you've run all your sessions finally through or something? Because it always has like that distinct sound to it. So I was wondering if you just do the same processing every time or something. Would love to know more, or you can be a gatekeeper. That's fine. If that's what you choose, check in. A lot of great nature shots today. Nice bass. Dum, dum. It's that phone compression. It's funny. Dum, dum. Dum, dum. Shout out to all the folks in chat cheering each other on. Oh, I forgot. I have the Beattober glass here. TAETRO-shop.com. Thank you for that. We could almost have like different radio stations that people make the beats for. We could have our chill producers, we have our hardcore, you know, drums going crazy producers. It's peaking. It's peaking on the recorder. I see that. What's up, Ghost Circuit? What's good? Another Ableton move. How many moves have we seen tonight? That's not what I expected. think we have a key issue here, Sky Lotus. We gotta revisit the music theory videos. I think the keyboard sound is not quite in key with the bass line. But it's a nice 4-to-the-floor kick with a nice bass line. Yeah, Sky, make sure, especially if you're using a patch that has some kind of harmony in it, because you're playing like one key and you're hearing a chord, just make sure you lock in that key and you make sure that whatever instrument it is, because it might not necessarily play notes in key, because it's just playing the same interval on each key, which means it's going to be a little all over the place. So I usually try to avoid presets like that. But thanks for sending in that beat, Sky. Hope you're doing well. Zonification. Okay. Let's go. I'm on the beach. Ooh. Dun, dun. Oh. I love that brassy kind of trumpet sound. What synth is that? Is it Diva? That's what it made me think it was. Zonification, really fantastic. Love that. Analog Lab, I should have guessed. Here we go. John Jill said, no more chill vibes here. No more chill vibes allowed. Angel. Tukutuka. Ooh. Such a mood. There's so many, I've heard so many good drums tonight, I gotta say. TI-80 Mark has got some lo-fi since he won the Pure Lo-Fi the other night. I think it transcends the typical lo-fi TI-80 Mark. I think you for sure put your own spin on it, and I like it. Hey, getting a little handsy there, buddy. It's a dance party. Really great textures. Nice. Yeah, I think that was great. When you said you did lo-fi, I was expecting kind of a more typical lo-fi beat, but that was something different. Really cool ambient stuff. Owen, we already watched one of your beats. No? Please only submit one beat. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. Please only submit one beat, but thank you. I'm glad you're ambitious. It's a flow. It definitely is a flow. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oh, snap. Not to be messed with. It's a flow is not to be messed with. That was great. That was something different. There's been a lot of real great standout stuff tonight. It's the last one in the Discord channel. Another guitar beat by Cov Tones. Hey, don't forget, if you go to beattorper.com, ways to win, you can find out all the award categories. You can start planning to try to win one. I got plenty of stuff to give away, my friends. I want to give it to you, so put in the work. Boom, 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 boom. Some timing issues, but I like the general vibe. Very cool. It definitely gives that like jamming in the garage kind of vibe. So you got the Launchpad X and the Launchpad Mini? But finger drumming on the Launchpad Mini? Or is that the Launchpad X? It just looks small. Forced perspective, who can say? Anyway, thank you, Cov Tones. I bring up the thing about the awards because I know that Cov Tones has been jamming out on the guitar throughout Beattober, and we do have a specific guitar award that Cov Tones will certainly be eligible for, and any of my other guitar players out there will be eligible for as well. Folks, we are nearing the end of our time together here this evening. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's stream. I certainly have. We've raised some money for the kids once again. We talked about TEKNO, the TEKNO plugin. Very excited for that. And we almost certainly have another giveaway to give away, if you can believe that. So we're going to continue throughout the month raising money for the kids. Here, let me get some ambient stuff here. Boom. There we go. Here we go. Little chill ambient vibes in the back. We're raising some good money for the kids. I want to raise more, selfishly, if that even makes sense. So We'll be live again on Sunday. Don't forget, we're live every single Thursday, Sunday throughout the month. Supported by great folks throughout the month. Baby Audio, thank you for supporting this stream. Thanks for being a great partner. If you all want to check out the TEKNO plugin, the Transit plugin, link to Baby Audio's website is in the description down below. We are going to now, though, give away a copy of TEKNO, the one we've been jamming on throughout the evening. TEKNO by Baby Audio. So, I think you all know the drill by now. Let me go ahead and refresh my page so that we can get a winner. Next, done. And what I need y'all to do is spam the chat with your baby-related emojis for the next minute. Spam, 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 and we'll give away TEKNO. So, reminder, once again, we're raising money all month long for the Music and Youth Initiative, a really fantastic nonprofit organization that builds music programs that are free for kids to access. By music programs, I mean like actual places that they can go to and they can learn about music production. They can learn to play in bands. They have access to full studios. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I showed a video from being at one of their sites. They have VR piano lessons. They have a podcast production space where kids can go learn audio engineering, make their own podcast. They have production desks that have iPads, Logic Pro, Native Instruments keyboards, all that good stuff, iMacs. So a place like that is like a really phenomenal opportunity for the kids. So if you want to donate even just $2, even just $5 to the cause, it goes a long way. Channel membership revenue will be going towards the cause this month. All the merch sales, TAETRO-shop.com, will be going towards the cause. Donate button down below on this video. PayPal link over at beattober.com. And of course, tons of prizes for you to win throughout the month. Because if we can give back to a greater cause as ourselves a community, I want to make sure I can give out things to you all as a community. All right? Okay, thank you for spamming. I'm choosing a winner. If you win, you got to tell me your Instagram handle, and as soon as I pick you as a winner. Okay? 3, 2, 1, picking a winner. Hey, Awkwardly Gothy. Round of applause for Awkwardly Gothy in the chat. A double channel member, perhaps. That's Ayodi. Ayodi, you know where to find me, right? Winner of the Techno drums. I'm sure you will put them to good use. But I'm sure you can easily find me on Instagram, shoot me a message, and say that you won TEKNO. So we had 3 winners today because Baby Audio was so gracious to hook up 3 licenses throughout the stream. So the winners, as usual, y'all gotta message me, let me know what you won, but just hang tight because I probably won't be able to connect to the Baby Audio people until sometime tomorrow, of course. They're not working this late in the evening. So I'll connect with them, work on getting your licenses, and we'll get them as soon as possible. If you did win a prize tonight and you're still watching, make sure you, the easiest thing would be to do for you to register an account with Baby Audio, like make a free profile on their website, and let me know the email that you use with their website. Any parting words for us, my friends? I really enjoy our time together here on Thursday evenings. Things are busy. Things are crazy. I'm sure for you all, things are crazy and busy as well with normal life stuff and then trying to do this Beattober challenge. Yeah, it's getting crazy around here, and it's getting crazy for reasons I'll be able to reveal to you soon, but not currently, unfortunately. But I hope, if anybody's new here in the chat, let us know. We're happy to welcome you. If there is anybody new here in the chat, hopefully you notice that we have a very supportive, very kind, very positive community here. Music makers, producers from all around the world, which I am always very, very proud of. Just people from all different countries and things like that. Nimble Miz says, what if the real prize is the friends we made along the way? Exactly. TID Mark says, great beats, everybody. Keep it up. Gonna keep on keeping on. It's fun, but a little tiring sometimes. Such is life, but we gotta keep going. It's busy, but we're making it work. Exactly. Just know that all these people out here across the world doing the same thing as you, feeling the same thing. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of tension in life, a little bit of, working real hard. Think of how good it's going to feel at the end of November, at the end of October, beginning of November. And then, one thing I want you to keep in mind, if you make a beat a day, every day for this month, once you get to the other side of this in November, your music making process will have been made, like you will have like shattered your perception of what you're capable of doing. So then it comes to November and you're like, I just made a beat every day. I can certainly make one beat this week. I can most certainly make one beat this month. You know what I mean? Like it changes your perspective on what you're capable of doing. All right, y'all. I love hanging out with y'all. I'll see y'all again Sunday morning, U.S. Central Time. Thank you all so much. Thanks for the donos this evening for the kids. Hopefully we can raise some more money on Sunday. Y'all have been very generous. That's going to be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a